coming up on the show. Believe it or not, it's been about 6 months since we've last podcasted. On this Zoe's Recovery Diary, I think we just fill in what's been happening for the last 6 months. If you find today's episode activating, please reach out and talk to somebody. If you find the discussion helpful, please share the link with others. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Lara.
Hi.
Hello, Zoe.
Hello.
So, believe it or not, it's been about 6 months since we've last podcasted.
Really?
Wow.
No, I
And
don't think that long.
it's been that long. And the last
Jeez.
podcast we did was a follow-up to the Wellness Wheel, and that was about 6 months ago. So on this Zoe's Recovery Diary, I think we just fill in what's been happening for the last 6 months with Zoe.
When we established that we were going to be doing this podcast, we talked about Zoe's 5-year plan and Zoe's recovery journey over 5 years.
So
Go ahead,
2
Zoe.
years is coming up on February 9th. I'm super excited. I mean, it's crazy. 2 years is crazy.
Hard to
Two-
believe 2 years have gone by.
I'm almost speechless because I never thought we would get here. I mean, I don't believe that my 5-year plan stayed on track whatsoever. Like, I think everything kind of was like all over the place. Like, there was a firm plan. I mean, don't get me wrong, the goal is still the same. It hasn't changed, but the roads taken to get there have changed drastically. Like, the timing was not, we didn't stay on board with timing, right? Like, there was such a picture perfect photo of what and how I was going to get to where I wanted to be. And it feels like some days I'm like, what did I accomplish in 2 years? What hurdle did I really get over? Or what did I accomplish out of the things I wanted to accomplish? Or what goals did I complete, right? Because I still feel like 2 years and I'm still haven't completed anything that I want to fully complete. I've started a lot of things. I've started the progress, but I don't feel accomplished in any of the goals that I set out. And then other days I'm like, no, fuck that. Like, 2 years is not a long time. It is, but it's not. It's very rewarding that it's been 2 years and I've gotten through this, but like, when I really look at it, 2 years is not that long. I haven't gone back to school yet. My plan was to go this January now, and I still haven't done that because there's other little things that I'm putting into the mix, right? Like, I know if I canceled out all the little things and I focused on the one big thing, I'm sure I could get it done. But with all these little things in life, I just feel like it's taking a bit longer.
I had a feeling you would kind of downplay some of the successes you've had. Let's just look at your kids. Look at the relationship you've built with them during these 2 years.
Yeah, they're super comfortable with me again. It's not weird or awkward or, you know,
You guys have
it's
such
a
a nice
great,
relationship. I know you
yeah.
yell at each other a lot, but even when you do yell, you yell out of love,
Yes,
you know?
it's,
And
it's
it's really
always out of love.
nice.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest successes is the family you've created.
hmm The
You
relationship
know,
that I built back with my mom is another thing that I'm so, I feel like that goal I was able to cross off my list. Like, me and my mom were always so close, and when we had this situation happen with me and my addiction and everything like that, we really fell off. Like, there was nothing that we couldn't even talk without it feeling weird, and now it's
normal,
the
right?
relationship is so normal. Like, it's completely back to normal. I don't think we've ever been this close.
You and your mom have reconnected.
hmm
What made that possible? What shifted and what changed?
I did. I'm going to say the obvious, but like, drugs are no longer in the equation, right?
Because it seems to me that starting that shift is so hard for folks,
Yeah.
right? When you're really in it and you don't know how to get out of it, um,
Yeah.
that part is so hard, and you did it.
Um, it all goes back to the team that I had. It really does. Like, because I said it numerous times, I prior to getting sober and staying sober, I tried numerous times to do it, on my own, um, in secrecy, like, where it was like, oh yeah, I'm not using anymore, but behind closed doors, this is what I was doing, right? So I tried numerous times on my own, and it seemed impossible. Like it just never worked out for me.
Nobody in isolation does all that well, whether it's
No,
addiction or something else. Like
no.
you keep coming back to the team, and to be honest, the team is kind of wondering, okay, like I was part of the team. I had a little part in the team, but what did we do? I guess for me, I think about that a lot because we still today ask people to do this in isolation. And
Mm-hmm.
when we ask people to do this in isolation, sometimes it's because we don't know what to do, or we're
Okay.
scared of taking a stance, or we're scared of making it worse. But what you're saying is without the team, making that shift towards your own health and wellness may not have happened for you.
I strongly believe that I'm not going to say maybe it wouldn't have happened. Well, yes, I am. I don't think it would have happened if I continued to try and do it on my own in secrecy. I think inviting, you know, those people closest to me and around me in, I think that allowed me to, like I said, hold myself to a higher standard of making sure I got through this and making sure it worked. And I also felt safe, right? Because on other podcasts, we spoke about like the feelings of what if I stop using? What's going to happen to my body? What's going to happen to my heart? Is my body going to work? Like, am I going to do more damage if I completely just stop without, anything to kind of pull me through, in a sense, or any medical advice, or, and a lot of the medical advice that's out there, they don't know what to tell you. So you don't feel safe, right? Like I was in an environment this time around with a lot of people who cared.
You've had a lot of successes in your family in these last
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah. With my children, my mom, even my brother. Like I kind of started talking to him a little bit more, and he filled me in on his life, and I was able to, give him some good advice that he was able to take, and helped out a little bit, and that made us a little bit closer. We were able to talk about a lot that happened over the past 4 or 5 years, right? So that we're
Yeah.
in a good position there. Yeah.
And you're taking care of someone.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
not something you're applying for. It's something that you actually did yourself. You created this situation yourself.
Well, with help from you, you
Yeah.
introduced me to him.
Yeah. I introduced you, but you've really flipped his life around. You've made such a huge difference in this guy's life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as frustrating as he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could only imagine, like, I don't know what I would do if I was, just being so independent and then within a year not being able to do anything. I could only imagine the frustration that he's in. So as frustrated as I get with him, his level of frustration is like at 100, right? So
Isn't it so eye-opening when you see someone so low at the last years of his
yeah,
life, really low, and
it's horrible. It is. It's so sad.
yeah.
But I mean, it makes me feel good that I am at least making a difference in his life, right?
Yeah.
I'm making it better.
Yeah. I personally don't know how you would have gone to school while you were doing all this. I don't see it. Most people pick one or the other.
You have a birthday coming up.
I do.
Oh yeah, you do on
It's a bit of a
Thursday.
milestone birthday.
This
So
is a big milestone.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm happy or I'm scared. I think I'm a bit of both. I'm like, shit, they say that once you turn 30, it's all fast downhill from there. And I'm just hoping that it's all fast uphill from there. Right? Like I want 30 to be my year of, I just want positivity. I want I don't want any arguments. Like I don't want to waste any energy on negative things. I want everything in my life from this point forward to be positive and to just be good. I just don't want to waste any energy on something that's not serving me.
Great. Nice.